Hello everybody, welcome to some Risk of Rain 2. Last time we ended up playing as Rex. We got really far. My hubris kicked in once more and we died. But we got to the point where we should have obliterated anyway, so it was a good run. We're on the last legs now. We got Mercenary and MUL-T left, and I'm going to want to do MUL-T today. MUL-T is interesting. There's a lot going for him, and the way that they've changed how Rebar Puncher works. There's the build that I normally like to build with is, I feel, the correct build, which is just the default. Nail gun and rebar puncher. Now you can go double nail gun. Apparently double rebar also works. But I like having access to nail gun and rebar puncher since it gives you a little bit of flexibility, which is important for the character, I think. He's unique because he can pick up at least 2 different use items and use them at different times. So if you got use item builds, you can abuse 2 of them at once. Yeah, and he's just basically got a nail gun, in our case, a big old rebar launcher, little stun grenade, and then he has the ability to zoom super far forward. He's powerful for his own stuff, but he's not exactly anything like that immediately makes sense. His trick is, can you get the items necessary to really put him over the edge? If yes, then congratulations, you're gonna have a very good time. He even does like a decent amount of damage early on, especially up close with this nail gun. So because of that decent amount of damage, your big thing with the character is just making sure that you've got what you need to, in order to, like, really just take it to the next level every time. It's not always easy to do, but if you can find what you need, then you're good to go. So what does MUL-T need? Same thing everybody else needs. Just lots of good attack stuff. Like, he's got a very simple build that everybody else wants. The main trick with him, though, is that because of the fact that he is so big and so slow, he puts a slight priority on tankier items in order to just stay alive a little bit longer, which is, you know, important when you're a big tanky dude. Boink. He also doesn't have a great mobility ability. Like, the zoom is, like, fine, what it does. But his consistency is a little bit low. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is his only real problem. If he had consistency up a little higher, he'd be perfectly fine. So, we're going to go ahead and pop this open here, and okay. Where's this guy? There we go. He takes some brain power to play, is my point. If there's one thing I don't have a whole ton of sometimes, it's brain power. So excuse me if we die on this one. I don't think we will, but it's entirely possible. Hello, big guy. Very good. Now, as we've learned in previous episodes, time doesn't matter all that much. The more time you spend on a level, it's like, okay, yeah, sure, it's a bit of a problem, but it's not a big deal. Okay, you need to stop moving. Thank you. And we're going to quickly find out just how slow MUL-T actually is, because it is super frustrating to move with this character, I've found in the past. Like, it takes forever, and every time that you do end up moving, you're just like, oh, it's so slow. Oh, what are we all doing here? Come on now. Thank you. Takes years, but eventually you get there. Now, there should be a chest, if not over this way, then there should be a couple things down here. Seems like there's a couple of barrels. Yeah, I'll open up some barrels. No worries about that one. It's still the same deal, no matter which character you're playing as. Open the barrels, make sure you get what you need. Now, they've changed how, the nail gun works. I remember it used to be that when you would swap to it, it would let out a little spray of needles, of nails first. That doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Which is interesting. It means that, like, we're gonna have to swap between his 2 kinds of guns very, very often. And, you know, that's good. But I'm concerned, because my ability to micro like that is not high. It's not good. Lots of little chests on this level. Nothing substantial either, though, which is a bit sad. Open up this one. We got Bleed Dagger. Okay, that is substantial. That's really quite good. Could you not? Now we know where the teleporter is, so let's go ahead and get it. We are already quite late, all things considered, but it could be worse. We've been slower in the past. But we have also not been this slow and felt so just unremarkable, I guess is the way I'd put it. I feel like there's nothing going on. Like, the run has kind of picked up like a couple of items here, but nothing exciting has happened. That's the one thing I don't like about this character, is that whenever you play him, you're just like, please move faster. This is why I like Huntress a lot more. Alright, open up this thing right here. Oh look, there's a scrapper. Perfectly timed, all things considered. Okay, now you are also perfectly timed. If you don't mind, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot a bunch of nails into you for now until the end of time. At least I can swap between the two things relatively quickly. Please zap the... Okay, never mind. Please heal me, drone. Please run by the nearest rock. It's not going to be enough, is it? Nope. Okay. This is getting spooky. Okay, we got the tentacle of all things. Look, if one dude pokes me once, then everything on the screen dies. But, like, it's going to take a minute. The spook is real. There we go. Much better. MUL-T's main trick is just, can you, like, survive to a point where your left click becomes so strong that everything dies? He's got probably the best damage output in the game. If I had to go ahead and be brutally honest with the game itself, no one else does as much damage as this guy can do. Also, scrap. But, it does come at a bit of a price. And it's a price that I usually don't like to pay. Blast them. Get out of here. There's really no sense in being too slow for, like, what, maybe a common? Yes, I could go for every item on the level. Is it worth it? Probably not. Level 1. Boring level. Boring character. I don't like him. Now, you don't have to agree with me on this one. This might be exactly your jam. I can once. I can once. I do have a white scrap for specifically this reason. Okay, good. But, you know, I've played a few hundred hours of this game now, at least. And there's something to be said for experience when it comes to this kind of thing. Although MUL-T feels better than he has in the past, he's definitely got some issues. We could use, like, a ukulele really badly. Something to deal with all this AoE that we absolutely need help with. Okay, our first use item out of 2 that we can have, which is a great big deal for this character, and it's the ability to fly. Fine. Not what I had in mind. Okay, we got barrels up here. Alright, I'm gonna do something tricky, if I can. No, you butts! You shot the barrel. Alright, well, you know what? I found one of the buttons. That's good. If I find the second button, that's where we're going to have to be very careful about the barrels. And that's okay. Could you not? So you have plenty of money. There are chests on the level that are, you know, well worth getting and opening and all that good stuff. Our first green item is Corona Bubble, which makes me a very upset man. But it's not bad to have one rank in it, but, like, I really wish it was anything else almost. Except for the pollen. Anything except for squid. A day where I don't have to pick up the squid is a good day. Cool. Let's keep looking for items. And we're still relatively quick, which is good, but, like... Gasoline. Interesting choice. We could go for, like, a rank in gas, but it is absolutely by no means necessary. Though it is helpful. He ponders aloud. It is now no longer helpful. Okay, Will-O-Wisp. Perfect. Alright, we don't need gas anymore. And we picked up Crystal, which is fine. I ended up watching a video, actually, by Lee Gaming. If you've not seen Mr. Gamer and his streams and stuff, he's a much more learned Risk of Rain 2 person than I am. That said, Guy has a very different tier list for his items than I do. That stun does not work against you. That is fine. I'll still just shoot you full of bullets. One of these days I'll actually land that rebar shot properly. We're not having a hard time killing everything that we really set our mind to, but we're not killing everything as fast as I'd like. Ooh, chest. Please. Okay. Okay. That's very interesting. The run is obviously hinting something to us, and I really want to go ahead and work with it. But the run needs to give me something a little bit stronger than that. I see. The burst now comes at the end of the nail gun. That makes it interesting for a variety of different reasons. Okay, blast over this way. With Soulbound Catalyst, it's an item that means that every time we get a kill, our use item's cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds. It is exceptionally powerful and is game-winning pretty much all on its own. I would love to have access to a variety of different use items right now. Specifically, the Voodoo Doll would make me unbelievably happy. Not because it's necessarily great yet, but because eventually it becomes the single most broken item in the game. I want that so bad. I want it so bad, and I want it right now. But we're not going to find it easily. One thing that we should also try looking for is the other buttons, so we can get access to the root of the bands, but I don't think we're going to find that easily. So let's just move on to the boss. Just going to stay in the air here. This is fine. We're just going to drift down to the ground and get absolutely, nailed by a couple of these different things here. Go on. And we can fly again. Soulbound Catalyst has its moments. Ugh. Get me out of here. Thank you. I just wish I had a different use item. Like, this one's fine. It's just not very good yet. Okay, keep on shooting. This guy got a lot of life out of that, but... 2, 1... Okay, keep going. Come on. You can die if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Thank you. Took you long enough. Okay, what do we get out of that? The Mired Urn. Okay, that's 2 boss items in a row, one of which is exceptional, and the other one of which is still pretty good. If you can't tell which one's which, allow me to explain. The Squid Tentacle, pretty good. It's fine. The Mired Urn, it's stellar. It's one of the very few ways that you can... Woo! Excuse me, I tried to mute myself before that happened. It's one of the very few ways you can actually heal up in combat, so it's powerful. It also slows enemies down, so it adds another debuff, which is great, because, eventually we're going to want Death Mark, which is a powerful DPS item. I do not like this use item. Okay, we're going to leave. 12 minutes in, we're still in a great spot, actually. And although I can't see the button, I'm sure it's around here somewhere. We found all the chests we could. We got a great red item out of it. I think we're good to move along. Scorch Takers. It's not what I wanted. It's what I got, but it's not what I wanted. We got several different items that we could potentially want right now, for sure. Anything that offers a... like, any good use item would be a good start. Don't see much around here. Please let me use my use item. Thank you. Okay, now that I got the ability to fly around fairly quickly. There's a couple of things over this way, and there's at least a couple of chests, which is good. Well, hello, and here's some money. You can't quite get rid of me that easily, huh, pal? Okay. $95 reduce. Not enough to make me thrilled yet. Thank you. I require more enemies to shoot and blow up. So we said there's another chest down that way. I suggest that we go ahead and check it out. Leech Seed is fine for us, considering that we have the nail gun. Effectively, every single one of those nails that we shoot now gives us 1 HP. And it might not sound like a lot, but like the 1 HP that fast actually means that Leech Seed is probably the best on MUL-T compared to any other survivor in the game. So if I'm going to get Leech Seed on anybody, I'm thrilled it's on this guy at least. Blast them. Blast them. Now we're making the real money. Yeah, look at this. Boom. Stuns everywhere. Take out the one guy, let the little wuss do some work. Keep shooting. Get rid of the imps. They're a little bit more dangerous than the beetle friends are. Beautiful. Like, easy beautiful. Let's keep going. Now, that we got access to this, I'm going to go ahead and play it a couple of times, see if we get lucky. One more time, one more time, one more time. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to swap those 2 items out. Okay. All I need is Gesture of the Drowned, and like this item's going to kick so much butt. Okay, so Royal Capacitor is probably one of the best items in the game. Why? It does a lot of damage very quickly. It's got an extremely short cooldown, which means that we can use it very frequently. It helps to kill people, which means that it reduces its own cooldown, thanks to the fact that we've got access to the Soulbound Catalyst I explained earlier. Like, it's just grotesque. Where this run has suddenly taken a turn for the extremely better. As if it wasn't already, like, okay to begin with, but, like, now it's just bananas. Cool, and a teddy bear to also boot on top of it. We're fantastic. Was this another use item down there? I wonder if we can find something better than these wings. Keep on blasting. There's an imp over there? Okay, interestingly enough, I'm actually more tempted to pick this up, because it's another damage item, which allows me to actually do something, like, shotgun-wise. Every kill we get is going to reduce both of the cooldowns of both items, and both items are happy being used in aggressive situations, which means I just need to remember that the use item does damage. Every other item does damage. Now, one of the reasons I might be a little bit more subdued today, I'm very proud of the person sitting next to me at the moment. She's being very quiet. She's being very quiet because she's doing a coding seminar, which I had no idea was happening. Which effectively proves that she's just super smart. So I'm being a bit subdued. It's because I'm trying not to disturb or interrupt the seminar too much. Okay, come on, get blasted, my friend. Okay, look, please. And you got anything you want to say about it? Keep on blasting. Okay, so I don't think the Soulbound Catalyst works on both items at the same time, sadly. Lesson learned. It does not. But it does mean that if I need a boost of damage all at once, I can swap to the other item and make it work. Now, why am I spending all this time killing things when I could just go straight to the teleporter at this point? Like, seriously? Game, what am I doing? Explain to me. So stun grenade here is like cute and all. We don't necessarily need it. I think that the sticky bomb is fine. Zoop. Ooh, iron lockbox. And a use item. Use item is Somrang. Adorable. Absolutely unnecessary. Okay, hit this sucker. Try to get close to that one, but it didn't work. Okay, you know what? Having a panic button use item actually isn't that bad of an idea either. Then again, you don't need the forbidden fruit if you're just killing things fast enough anyway. So you know what? I'm not going to worry about it too much. Where on earth is the exit? That is my current and only concern. There it is. Alright, let's get out of here. We've done enough lollygagging. It's 19 minutes in. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, we gotta get upstairs now. Because they decide, you know what? This boss is too good to spawn for you on the floor that you want it to spawn on. Run away. Cool. It's important that you actually break that cycle of suck as quickly as possible. It does deal you damage every time that you are in the same area, so like don't take it lightly. Okay, that's one of the two down. You might notice that there's two of them. We've only killed the one. That's upsetting. Where's the other one? Yeah, I'm actually legitimately looking for him right now. Okay, he's not up here. Is he? Is he up there and I just missed it? Okay, also, there's just a lot of bad guys. Hold on a second, folks. Zap, blast him, shoot this guy, take out these. Really, how many wisps do you need to take out one robot, huh? It's also faster to reload the rebar now, just to double tap the... Oh, there you are. Owie. Alright, he's gonna do the suck in a second. As soon as he does, use this to go the other direction, breaking the suck, which is important. And then blast him with everything. He's got a hyper armor while he's like this, but he should go down eventually. He's got so many stacks of lead. Come on. We're right up close too to make use of crystal. Okay, let's get out of here. We've done what we came here to do. We killed the boss. It's fine. It took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but that's because the boss was hiding. Like a coward. And we go, oh! Oh! Yes. Oh, this is thrilling. I have no idea what's happening on screen right now, but the fact that I got a ukulele immediately makes me a happy man. Magma Worm, I only sort of care. Like, I care, but I could care a lot more. Like, we're in a fantastic spot. Ukulele just instantly made our run that much easier to work with. I'm just gonna go wee, do this to avoid the fall damage. Beautiful. Alright, now where are some bad guys I can shoot? There's one. That was my butt. I need you to stay away from that, my friend. Like, once we've killed this magma worm, we'll have enough money to do what we need to for like the next forever. Please. We are going to farm out that red chest, too. Like, it'll be worth it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Boink. The boink again. Get zapped. Perfect. Okay, cool. We're down to 3, 2, fun. Already got my zap cooldown back. The soulbound catalyst is great that way. Okay, we need to get rid of bells. Bells come first. Now the screen is suddenly so much darker than it probably has any right to be. Zap. Zap. Now imagine what would happen if we adjusted the drown. How much faster these lightning bolts would come out. Like, it's that kind of a run right now, folks. Okay, we can also just start opening up chests, which is good. Toss out that thing. Goat hoof is a big get for us. My eyeballs are starting to acclimatize to the fact that not everything's orange anymore. Boink, boink, boink. Kill people dead, get another zappy out. And you thought you had what it took to take me on. You thought you had what it took to take me on. Okay. I am so happy to be alive right now. Please, just more lightning bolts. What do you got for me this time? Oh my god. So Voodoo Doll is incredible. Now we can just use this, and then it counts for the 4 seconds off of the catalyst, which means that we can just continuously use it all the time. And you see the combination here now. Not to mention the fact that it's a stronger item than the lightning bolt is once you get the items to back it up. Like, we need 1 or 2 items, and it'll actually pay for itself instantaneously. We got Will-O-Wisp already, so that's good. It already reduces its own cooldown by a lot. You know, I'll pick up the extra ukulele. Extra ukuleles are fine. It's more zappy damage all over the place. I can't really be wrong or mad about that. This is good. The Voodoo Doll will eventually get to a point where it is way better. Starting now, actually. That's gonna mean I really want to swap it out to my nail gun build. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that quickly. Hold on a minute. Where did I put it? Okay, there we go. So what we need to do: swap this out for that, swap this out for that, and swap back here for this. Then go back to this, and just keep tossing out the Voodoo Dolls whenever you see them to get this Frost Relic up and running. Now, the Frost Relic itself is not necessarily anything to write home about. But the Frost Relic, combined with the Soulbound Catalyst, combined with the fact that eventually we're going to pick up a Berserker's Pauldron, which will be an amazing item, combined with the fact that we're also going to pick up stuff like Topaz Brooch, which is common, Monster Teeth, Bandoliers. All of these have huge synergies with what we're going for right now. And we're going to find those. That's the point of this run, is that eventually we will find those things. That's how this game works. And it doesn't double as like a terrible item all on its own either right now. It is spamming out like a decent AoE, and with the Soulbound Catalyst, it literally has an infinite cooldown. So I just toss out Voodoo Dolls whenever the chance seems to come up to me here, and then suddenly we're running around, doing some decent damage, blasting things. And things are pretty great. Now, don't get killed by the bells. You are low on life right now. And suddenly I'm not, because Monster Teeth count as an item that work. I love this item so much. I'm not sure if it's better or worse than the Lightning Bolt. The Lightning Bolt's obviously fantastic. But once we get enough passive benefits for this, this will far surpass it. Even something like Gesture the Drown makes this item immediately better, I find. Okay, so we got Teddy Bear, we got Bleed. These are all very good items for us. Boink, boink, boink. Nail Sleeve, just a bunch of monsters flying around all over the place, which is actually like a really good item now. So yeah, let's go ahead and hit this thing. I think we'll have enough money by the end of it to open up the red chest. Yeah, we should. We should! I expect as much anyway. Hello, big angry red worms of magma and doom. Oh. Oh, I guess the seminar finished. Just keep blasting, dude. Every enemy you kill using a ukulele counts. The sheer amount of Will-O-Wisp damage that's coming out right now is insanity. You've got Frost Relic on a permanent upkeep right now, which is like bananas. This is how MUL-T, I feel, does a good job. Okay, and you know what? I'll take a couple of Wax Quails. Wax Quails are fine. Now there's just not enough. please. You think that you are so good at this video game, guys? And yet you have no idea. And once we have enough topaz brooches, we'll just have permanent shield uptime. I think you need like 3 or 4 before you are comfortably always at max with this voodoo doll setup that we have going on right now. The soulbound catalyst is what makes this work, to be fair. If you don't have the soulbound catalyst, this build's a lot harder to pull off, go figure. But the fact that it works so well with soulbound catalyst makes this like an S tier item. Like, it is super, super good. Alright, so my first priority should be, can I go get that red chest? The answer is yes. I'm gonna open up a couple of other chests too, though. There are so many crabs. Okay, get a move on. Okay, in here we find Dio's best friend. Okay, well look, it'll save the run if we needed to, but that's about all it'll do. Which is a sad face kind of situation. We'd like it to do more. It's not the case, however. Now, is there a tunnel in this version of the map? No. So what am I going to do? Use my money on the last couple of chests I can find, and then get the hecky heck out of here. Hello, cautious slug. Holy cow. I'm not going to lie to you. That is a lot of baddies. I'm glad they're all dead. It's way too many crabs. Okay, so a solid place to be at. 30 minutes in, we're making it to the final level of this loop. We've got Dio's best friend, so we're not likely to lose the run. I would say it's incredibly unlikely, based off the fact that we can just resurrect. At the same time, though, be careful. There are a couple of different chests and stuff. We know where the ending is, and we know where the worm is. Where's the worm heading? That is the real question. Oh, found the blanket, did we? Yes. Are you going left? You're going left. Alright, time to kill a worm. I'm going to meet this worm head on after I kill this nonsense Bronzong bell kind of Pokemon thing. I hate these guys. The bells are the worst. Alright, Magma Worm, it is time. Meet your maker. Oh, that's the edge. Okay, you took a lot less damage that way, but be careful. No sense in dying for no reason at all. Just kill the bells. Focus on those first. Eventually. Okay, now that we can focus on this worm a little bit, let's do that. Oh, I'm being pat on the arm. Come on, shoot the thing. I know you got terrible aim with this nail gun, my friend, but this is a bit much. Okay. Seriously though, where? Oh, there he is. Hi. Killing this thing will allow us to effectively farm the rest of the level relatively safely, so we want this badly. Please get roasted. Thank you. With him dead. We can get a move on. So we have $2,800 to our name. Excellent news. Aw, dang it. Okay, this is going to hurt a little. Yup. We make good use of it, though. Left and Daisy, not on my list of things I want to pick up. Let's try a random pickup instead, and Red Whip is fine. It's great for zipping around a level a little bit quicker than you normally would. Okay, more Sticky Bomb. We should have like 3 of those now, which is like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not exactly looking towards it for moral support, but it's okay. Okay, hold on. It's a lot of mushrooms. It's a lot of the game. I'm not sure if you noticed. A lot of mushrooms. And the mushies are dead. Okay, good. Nobody likes these mushrooms. Ooh, iron box. What a time to be alive. Okay, what we really want to do is find the shop if we can. Okay, Rose Buckler's fine. It's not great on this character, but it's fine. If we need to run away, it's a perfectly good item to help us run away without immediately getting smacked in the face by something and dying. Hopefully. Like, we can still get one shot, but it won't be nearly as easy. Okay, opening these two means that we're almost out of money, and there's a war horn. Which means we can, if not permanently upkeep this war horn, we can certainly keep it up for a great deal more time than we normally would be able to. Okay. Yakuas. This item practically gets back its whole cooldown all in one go without killing anything, but if you kill anything at all, it's got a 100% uptime. Jeez, there's a lot of baddies. And where you're handling them, but like, this should be like near god level in like seconds. We just need to survive that long. Okay, I don't suspect that this will have a better use item for us. It does not. So that's just we move along. Okay, that turret does nothing for me. This chest might, even if it has like a basic topaz brooch, I'm down. Monster Tooth, again, it's fine. We are making good use of Monster Tooth these days. Please die. Okay, there's green items down there. I like green items. I like green items in ham and cheese. Specifically the cheese part in this particular instance. Will-O-Wisp seems to be our pickup here, which is fine. It's not exactly what I wanted out of a chest like that, but it's fine. There's a couple of chests over this way as well. Thank you. Over this way as well. Fireworks, do your thing. Okay, Cautious Slug, fine. Medikit, perfectly fine. Still haven't like broken my mind with any of these pickups yet, but I'll take it. Let's just zip over this way very fast. See if we can't. Did I open already the iron lock box? I did. Okay. I remember saying, "Ooh, iron lock box." I did not remember opening it. I've got the brain of a. Oh, jeez. I got the brain of a hamster. Let's go ahead and open up this chest now. We can open up another small chest. The crystals are fine. Again, I do think that this item is better than most people give it credit for, because there are times where you have to be up close to people, and you might as well take the gigantic increased percentage of damage that you can deal. Okay, another item over this way. Ooh. If you're wondering why I'm like, ooh, that seems neat. This works with our voodoo doll to effectively create a puddle of ridiculous healing, which we can then spread everywhere, because, you know, this voodoo doll spawn voodoo doll spawn voodoo doll spawn voodoo dolls. It makes Interstellar Death Plant that much better than it normally would be. Like, we are getting so much more healing than we ought to because of that item. Like, this is now comfortably within the realm of I can probably handle this. Because Interstellar Death Plant is insanity when it's stacked in one spot high enough that you can just benefit from it all the time. Outstanding. Holy shit, game. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Yup, okay. And you wanna know the sad part? That didn't even kill the majority of those mushrooms. However, we are going to heal the vast majority of that HP back in less time than it took for us to even take the damage, so no real worries there. Let's get out of here. I think that we've farmed the level almost enough. I say almost because I do now realize that there's like a third of the level that we haven't even like looked at yet. So let's go do that. Let's go look at the other half of the level, or at least the other third of the level. That's a chest that I'm happy to open. It's got attack speed increase in it, which is again fine. Yeah, it roasted. Oh, hello, big guy. Hello. You are super toast. Okay. Big red item. has been good for us. All the red items we've gotten so far have not necessarily been top tier, with, I mean, Soulbound Catalyst being a very huge exception, but they all work so well with the items we found right now that we have just an S+ tier run. This run could theoretically go infinite. Will it? No. But we will probably actually get to a point where we could fight Mithrix if we're very, very lucky about it. Like, if not this next loop coming up, then the loop after. What the heck is going on? You gave me a sentient meat hook? Game. You're trying way too hard to curry favor. You're about to pull a fast one, army, aren't you? Like, the boss is gonna be like 15 flaming brass contraptions. It's gonna be a doozy. I know that much. I'm not looking forward to what this game's gonna be trying to pull on me right now. Like, there's no way that the game isn't trying to pull something on me. It's never this nice. There it is. Okie dokie, y'all have to live. Hey, there's a chest here I didn't pick up. Okay, cool. Yeah, the cautious slug. I'm not going to go ahead and pretend that the cautious slug is exactly what I wanted for Christmas, but, please. Thank you. Okay, time for you to die. Magma Worm. Alright, so we've handled, like, this is our third Magma Worm boss out of 5 potential bosses. We're fine. Between all the voodoo dolls that I have, just have to remember to spam as much as possible. The interstellar death plants from the kills that we're getting. And just making sure we don't really veer away from the territory that we're kind of like seeding here. We should be fine. The sentient meat hooks are definitely helping as well, by the way. Like, the combination of it and Left and Daisy, huh? Okay. The combination of the ukulele and the sentient meat hook here means that we are just causing proc chains all over the place. A proc chain is what happens when you have multiple items that can procure an effect, that's proc, based off of their own impacts. So our attack creates an impact that can potentially create a ukulele zap, for instance. The ukulele zap itself can also create an additional proc, which could, in essence, also proc sentient meat hook. At which point, the sentient meat hook can also create more procs, which means that you're doing even more damage. And if you kill something, that boosts up a will-o-wisp, which can, in effect, cause more procs, including ukuleles and sentient meat hooks of its own. Hence why it's a chain of procs. You end up with like these positive feedback loops, effectively, where you just get an excess of items that just work well together in that specific instance, and it's glorious. Okay, so we do get to go to the shop. We should be able to handle whatever the Void has for us as well. And so, I'm expecting a full Void. We'll have to see, though. We have yet to get a full Void at all. So, now, if they've got Just to the Drowned, we're set. I do not see a seashell by the seashore, so sadly, no Jester. That's real good right there. Yeah, I'll sacrifice the Leech Seed on this one. It is well worth it for the 57-leaf clover under all circumstances, and I'll toss in a Bandolier as well. That was totally worth it. What this means now, we now have an item that allows us to get our refresh all our cooldowns, fine. And we traded 5 of our green items, which none seem to have been immediately needed, including the Left and Daisy, which I really did not need. And now we're sitting here with a 57-leaf clover, which is the best item in the game, on top of everything else. Like, okay. The best part about all this is that now we double the chance of all the procs of happening, and we still have the sentient meat hook and the ukulele, which increase the number of and the will-o-wisps, which means we've got procs happening all over the place. Should be good. Like, this run should start to look a little bananas. The only thing we're missing right now is stuff like missile and bands. Oh, good game. Rude as hell. Okay. Okay. This could go extremely south, extremely fast. Point. Now, can I handle this? I think that the run's good enough. Yes, actually. We can kind of tank up. And as soon as they start having to spawn other monsters than Clay Templars, we're in a pretty stellar spot. But Clay Templars is the first monster is actually bananas. Like, it's a little bit mean. The game's not treating us very nice. The amount of HP we're getting. Like, so long as we can just sit in one spot and shoot, we can tank these guys, I think, pretty well. Okay, the key is interesting, but doesn't really help all that much. Now, looking for our... Oh, there it is. I bet you it's the other beachfront property. It looks very much like it, yes. Okay, cool. This is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this out now, so we can start spawning the... Oh, and they have tri-tip dagger? Are you kidding me? This game is not playing nice right now. At all. Can we survive this? Man, I'm starting to doubt. We've got what we need with the Voodoo Doll, to be fair. It's doing the work. That is a nasty start. No matter what else they spawn, it's gonna help our run, honestly. Stop that. I said stop that. Highly rude. Okay, gasoline. It should help. Where is our next one? Beachfront property. Okie doke. But this one's in the ring. Okay. Almost no matter what monster they pop out now, it should be a help. It's a help. Okay, that's actually great news. Although this one's a Malachite, I might add. So long as we keep getting our ukulele to do its work, it should kill off the majority of the wisps alongside it. Anything that's Malachite instantly becomes a huge problem and needs to be taken care of instantaneously, otherwise we are in trouble. Because the majority of our, actually the entirety of our survival right now depends on the fact that we've got access to a desk plant. And that we can kill things fast enough that it almost doesn't matter that they've got Clay Templars. Which is like... Can I mention that it's a little insane? It's a little insane. Excuse me. You're being exceptionally rude. Cool. Survived. Good stuff. Boss bullets are fine. Okay. It seems like our next stop is either right in the middle of the canyon, which it is. Okay, the middle of the canyon's fine. We can handle the middle of the canyon. Clay Templars can only come from certain directions, and the Wisps have a bad time here. And you're not a Malachite, so I don't even really care. Sweet Jesus. It's nothing but particle effect. Everyone at home? I'm sorry if the video looks like shit. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. Now we actually have a solid target that we can just sink our nail gun into. All the wisps should die relatively easily. Which, because of that, we'll be able to activate our, Jesus. We should be so dead. And yet this build... Interstellar Desk Plant, you absolute beast of an item! What would we do without you? Alright. Now, chances are... Okay, it's there. That's fine. We can get around the other way. I was gonna say, chances are... Now, the rest of our, the vast majority of the rest of our run, okay, and you gave me the bighorn bisons then. That's fine. Cool, got one. Andy, you want a ukulele and sentient meat hook some rest? Yeah. Wisps are pretty much exactly what we wanted, by the way, out of our menu right now, because they are light, relatively easy to kill, and since we have access to ukulele and sentient meat hook, they literally just give us bonuses. Come at me, bro. That was easy. Now we're gonna get frozen for a second, or not. Never mind. I really thought we were. Keep an eye on that cooldown. That use item is what's keeping you alive, mon frere. Coupled with the 57-leaf clover. Rockets now? Oh, baby, this game's being super nice. I mean, it's not being nice. It gave us Clay Templars first thing, but, like, it's being nice. Okay, now we got Kiaro's bands. This does not bother me nearly as much as you might think it does. There we go. Okay, your turn to die. Excellent news. Our DPS is through the roof. And so are they. Like, we're not dying. Oh, it's glorious. Interstellar Death Plant. Look, it's not a great item. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. Usually Interstellar Death Plant is like a nice bonus to have like all the time, but it's not like a game running item. It is currently running our game because it is the vast majority of our regen and tank ability that we can just count on at all times, which is being amazing. And also we're farming lunar coins off of it, which is kind of adorable. And by it, I mean the voodoo doll in this, and now I'm starting talking about the voodoo doll. Left and daisy. Yikes. Alright, cool. This should be the last bit of beachfront property I think that there is on the map. No, there is one more. There is one more. So for the last three, there's this one, that one there, and then the one up on the hill. Cool. Solace probes. That's pretty much exactly what I was looking for. Alright. Okay, probably should have put down the voodoo doll a little bit earlier in an effort to try and get the desk plants up and running a little bit more quickly. Now, there are still ways for this run to end immediately on this level. If the red item these guys get is Tesla Coil, we have to sprint. We have to run for the hills. We have to hope that we do not bump into anybody bad along the way. Otherwise, we're dead. Which is a simple and fashionable ending to any story. The void spawned Tesla Coil. it's a tale that's tried and true and tested and awful. Well, let's hope that's not the case though, and let's hope they get something like Aegis, where like the more heals they get, if they overheal, they get shield, which is not a big deal at all. Okay. Cool, they're all dead. Hoopo Feather, or Hopu Feather, depending on how you want to say it. Okay, that's fine. Hopu Feather is just always good. Extra jumps are fun, and fun is good. Right? That's how that works. Couple of glass quail. We should be fine. Okay, let's toss this guy out there. Let the interstellar death plants begin to flow. You'll know when they're flowing when they start popping out in bigger numbers. Yeah, there we go. Okay, great. Oh my lord. This is fine. Now, the reason why we're putting the dolls next to our feet is so that we can stay inside the bubble the whole time, whilst benefiting from the interstellar death plant heal, which is what's keeping us alive. Again, it's worth remembering that the red item that we have, that is the single most important red item we have outside of Soulbound Catalyst, is the interstellar death plant. Not normally what happens. And the damage we're doing is a singular facet of what MUL-T can do. Okay, that's pretty gross. Alright, the last little bit that we have to do before we can leave. Ladies and gentlemen, cross your fingers. Hope it's not Tesla coil. It's Interstellar Deathmatch, we're fine. Now, actually, we're not fine. I'm an idiot. I forgot to put down the, everything else. Just run. We got that. There we go. Interstellar Deathmatch, do your thing. Thank you. Okay, now we're fine. Should have put down the Interstellar Deathmatch earlier. I am sorry. We almost cost ourselves a run by being stupid and impatient. Look at us now. Sounds like a great plan. Would you like to pause right now? Honey, I can see what you're typing. Would you like to pause now? Like, I can pause in the next, like, what, 10 seconds? Yes. I would love to do that. Oh, okay, I see. Will I be disturbing you if I'm speaking? Okay. 97, 98, 99, boom! Void field's completed. It's another Clover! Let's actually go! Okay, yeah, this run's insane. I might pause this and play it again later. Like, this is just super, super good. Okay! Run's fantastic, everybody. The only thing that's missing right now is, can we get Gesture of the Drowned, please? Like, really turn this run into something that can go on forever? Wow, War Banner. Just amazing. Oh, you're gonna try, dude, but you're gonna have a very bad time. Alright, cool. So, what's the plan? The plan is to kill this boss off as quickly as we physically possibly can. Oh, don't you spawn things? Yeah, there we go. Zoom! Wait for a thing to pop. Hey, excuse me, highly rude. Okay, so there's that. Where's the boss that we keep hearing stomping around? Like, it's a riot and a mess of color right now. I'd like to actually know where... It's probably somewhere hidden in here, isn't it? Yep, there he is. Hi. And he's dead. In case you want to prove the run's insane. Very insane. Oh. These are the runs you live for when it comes to this game, I swear to Jeebus. Oh, hey, look! It's a big chest. Wanna bet it's gonna have an item that we largely don't care about for the most part? Place your bets now. We care. It's a missile. You were incorrect if you bet against that. Holy shit, game, calm down. What did you give me? Why did you give me this? So right now we have a run where we're going to go to the shop again, because of course we are. And if we find Beads of Fealty, we're going to do it. Like, that's a harder boss, honestly. Helpful. Oh my god, this run. We don't even need the voodoo doll anymore. Like, it's incredible. I mean, we want the voodoo doll still. It's a broken item as of right now. I'm not sure if there's any other items on the level. Like, we've looked. There's very little else on the level. Let's hit the chest, pick up the key, and then just get a move on, I guess. Like, whatever boss it is, it's not going to really matter in the long run. That was correct. The rockets and spawns are just way too much. Like, Jesus, game. Calm down. This is what MUL-T does. If you want to know, like, oh, why does MUL-T so slow in the beginning? It's because later on, he does this. It's not even that hard. Once you got the nail gun with a couple of reasonable upgrades, this happens routinely. Now, I mean, not with these items necessarily. You don't find 57 leaf clovers in every run, let alone 2 of them. But, like, this is what you're looking for in a run. If you can get to this point where you're just like, I am riggedy wrecking your face off, that's the ideal. Dozens of bleed stacks in like less than a couple of seconds. You know, I'll even activate the gunner drone. I've got the money for it. Jesus. It's... Okay. I swear I'm not. This is 0 mods. Nothing special. This is just what Voodoo Doll does too, actually. If Voodoo Doll picks up like even a couple of items, specifically the Soulbound Catalyst is what makes it really sing. But even a couple of items like this really like causes it to peak, I find, as an item. Like just Interstellar Death Plant makes it a healing bonus in a huge area for the next minute or so, and it heals so much. Okay, back to the realm. If we find the Beads of Fealty, we're taking. You gave me just to the drowned. Alright, well, you know what? That's mine now. And I want nothing else in here, so goodbye. So what does this mean? Well, we've halved the amount of time it takes for our Voodoo Doll to come out. And it's automatically being used all the time. Which means there's going to be 3 of them up at all times. If we pick up a Berserker's Pauldron, we're going to be under the effects of Berserker's Pauldron at all times. That's effectively what it is. Now, we do have to wait like a couple of seconds right now. Because, you know, reasons. Doesn't really matter. We do have to be a little careful around the, yeah, I was going to say around the Malachite, but it's fine. And as soon as these things start popping up... There we go. Now the Voodoo Dollars are starting to come out. With the Voodoo Dolls starting to come out, it's game over, sir. All we really need now are things like Topaz Brooches. Okay, Bandoleer's fine. We now have 3. If we can find, like, Topaz Brooches... Oof, my face. If we can find Topaz Brooches, then we're in a really good spot. Like, we've got more than enough Interstellar Death Plant to keep us alive, but Topaz Brooch means that we will also have effectively double our HP at all times. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100 bleed stacks a second. Holy crap. That was a little much. Oh, and we got our Topaz Brooch, the first of many. Yep, that's real good. It's going to give us a little buffer to our HP, although we want more. Berserker's Pauldron, huge. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but turns out that Berserker's Pauldron, being based off of kills, means that we have a permanent move speed and attack speed increase. So long as we are shooting out these Voodoo Dolls, which is, you know, all the time. Zoo! I melt things. It's my job now as multi. I'm not meant to fix problems. I'm meant to end problems. That's a terrible line. Credit me with it as soon as you use it in your student video. Your student movie that you decide to make in university, folks. Or college. You decide to go to a more practical coursework kind of course load. But at that point, like, it better be an action movie, folks. If you're using that line, I don't fix problems, I end them. You better use that inside like a Die Hard ripoff. That's where I want it. Immediately wrecked. Topaz Brooch? Nope. I'll take the reduction in damage from a small reduction in, you know, flat damage, which is like really good. Oh jeez. Completely useless. Now, one thing that would actually make this combo even more ridiculous, hilariously, is Gore's Tome. Like, I mean, yes, Celestial Daggers. So that way, there's daggers all over the place. I don't even need to shoot anymore. But there is something to be said about the ability to just be like, hey, this spawns money now. On top of all the damage it's helping us do, it now also helps to spawn argent. De dollar. You know? Dineros. Oh, everyone gets that. There we go, there we go, there we go. Also, our either item combo now works really well too, because we can just go with like zap, and it'll zap like everything all the time. So So depending on what we need now, we have 2 exceptionally broken use items ready to go at any given moment. This is a little much. We have our choice of what spice of broken we want to do. This might be better, actually. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys noticed the number of lightning bolts that popped out, but I am now Thor, God of Thunder. Yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and start putting out these voodoo dolls as well. And that's 2 Stone Titan Vanguards done. That's all the Stone Titan Vanguards, and they're done. Okay, good. We also now have, like, super fast-firing rebars, which is, like, a little weird. I prefer this. This feels stronger somehow, though I know for a fact that now that we're up against, like, weaker enemies, this is fine. It's just lightning bolts. Everything's lightning bolts now. Then again, everything's voodoo dolls now. Does give us more attack speed, movement speed, HP. I think this is just the safer bet. Like, yeah, the other one does a lot of damage and it's very impressive when it goes off against multiple wisps or something ridiculous. But, like, for now, have you seen how often I'm shooting out these voodoo dolls? How fast my attack speed is? How quickly I move? This is because of voodoo dolls. Riggedy wreck everything. Okay. Tu vas bien? Tu es rat hole ever? Okay, first things first. Get out of the voodoo dolls. Second thing second, you start blasting. Insane. This is the kind of run you live for in this game. Like, this is the kind of thing where you're like, I picked up Risk of Rain because of this. Okay, keep blasting. Frost Relic, like, who cares? Dio's friend, like, it's there for when it matters. Oh, and the voodoo dolls, by the way, also proc infusion. So, like, we are going to guaranteed get our full 100 fusion in, like, only a couple of seconds. It won't take any time at all. I'll take one of these fresh meats. Although 2 HP per second doesn't seem like a lot, it can be the difference between living and dying in certain situations. I'll take the quail, because now we got, like, a couple. It's fine. Get riggedy wrecked. And then out of all these items, I'll take the teddy bear, actually. I think it's like around 9 or 10 teddy bears is where you want to end. If I remember my guides correctly. Alright, now, this Malachite dude, absolutely swap over to the Lightning Bolt version to get rid of him. But, like, after you're done doing that, go back to Voodoo Doll time. You've got the ability to do both. Like, we are such a flexible, broken... Like, we are 2 broken runs in one run. I love this. Having a problem with that long distance engagement? Blast them with the one build. Having a problem with that second long distance, that close range engagement? Get the other build. They're perfectly tuned to each other. Like, absolutely perfectly tuned. And yeah, I'll go ahead and spend a decent amount of time killing all the Void Reavers that I can. And it will just end things. And do we even need the drones that are dying right now? Nah, not really. Not really. Not even a little bit. Like, we're past the point of needing drones. Not that I don't want them. They're cute. But that's literally all they're good for is companionship. Oh, I see. I'm on a timer now. Well, I have to pause this eventually. Ow. Okay, you know, I'm going to go for the random item here. Quick goggles, more bleed. Nothing wrong with that. You know what's the sad part about this run? it's still not capable of taking on Mithrix yet. That's what he's like in Monsoon. Okay. I'll take the crit. I was gonna say I'll take the crit goggles, and then it didn't let me take the crit goggles, and I'm now very upset. We got Bustling Fungus, nobody cares. All this other great stuff, nobody cares. Iron Lockbox, there we go. Hello, friend. And he gave us a crowbar. Yeah, whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and deal with this boss right now. See what we can do about that. Okay, run away from the Imp Overlords, and then riggedy wreck their lives. Oh my god! Oh, wait, hold on. Keep your distance from the Malachite boy. Go back out and produce some more voodoo dolls, please. Thank you! It's a lot of elite golems, if I'm going to be honest with you. And I don't see any more Malachite anything, so let's just stick to the voodoo dolls. Again, if you need to keep your distance, there's the rebar build, and then, like... This, by the way, is not representative of an everyday run for Risk of Rain. This is one of those 1 in 100 runs. Like, this is stupidly strong. I don't think I've had a run this strong in... Well. And that's just kind of what MUL-T does. He takes the runs where you have a good run and makes them really something exceptional. I mean, look at this. We are in no danger of dying, really. Just because of the sheer amount of interstellar death plants, we are at nearly maximum HP at all times. The only thing that's missing right now is, like, another 2 or 3 topaz brooches. And, like, runs over, dude. Like, we will be at 2 times the amount of HP that we would normally need to be at to do anything that we want to do. And the only thing that can kill us at that point, really, is Mithrix or somebody with an incredible amount of, like, just instant damage. Eight more minutes until I have to pause the recording. We're going to go long on this one. We're going to go long on this one. Do I want to kill Mithrix? Probably. I'd like to say I beat the game with MUL-T. This is the run to do it with, no less. And we're back here. What a time to be alive. Alright. You know, let's not tour the cavern first. Oh, I got a big sigh. Got a big sigh. Is the French being annoying? Alright, we got our first voodoo doll down. It's time. And everybody dies! We already have enough money to start opening up chests, which is excellent. What? Okay, in Guna's opinion, no worries. Now, can we take on these boys? Probably. We've already got 100 stacks of bleed on this one alone. Everybody around him has now died. The elite lizard near him has also died. There we go. The amount of damage that we're doing from Nkuna's opinion alone. Oh, jeez, I can't even see the items I'm picking up anymore. I think there's a bustling fungus somewhere in all that. Whoa! That's an enemy. That's an enemy I want to keep at a distance from. Okay, more voodoo dolls, please. There you go. You just gotta swap in and out of the one mode and you're good to go. Okay. Whoo-wee! Another crowbar here doesn't hurt, but it's not great either. I will 100% take one of these. And I gave him my Hoopo Feather for it. Yeah, probably worth it. As although it doesn't seem like it'll be immediately helpful, there are going to be times I'm like, man, I wish I had a little bit more money. And then suddenly this thing's just going to poop out money. So, you heard me. Not always, but with two 57-leaf clovers, it's more likely than not. Let's go ahead and swap this thing. Oh, okay, we're missing a little bit of dough here. Never mind, we're no longer missing the dough because we pooped out money. It's another sentient meat hook. What the shit? Oh, lockbox. Hello. Okay, gave us a fuel cell. Holy shit, my HP. Okay, keep your distance. Alright, and now that the Malachites are all dead, that was a little scary, but it's fine. Okay, those are not the items we're looking for. These are the items we're looking for. Sure, I'll open up the missile drum, because who cares? Leech Seed, we got it back. At this point, it's fine. We already have a death mark. We don't need a second. I'd rather go for the random, and it's a barbed wire, which is fine. This is to get more tentacles. If it was Shatter Spleen, I would have been like, yeah, let's trade both of our boss items for that. It is not Shatter Spleen, however, and so as a result, I will not trade both my boss items for that. It's Tentacle. The Tentacle's fine, but it's not exactly what we want. Oh, okay, second Topaz Brooch. We should start seeing the shield now equalize. Cute, huh? Which means that every monster we kill effectively gives us a big shield bonus, which is nice. Yoink. Thank you for your life force. Much appreciated. Get roasted. Oh my god! 4 minutes. 4 minutes left to beat the boss. We can do this. We can do this. And then I can pause, happily come back to it later. Another ukulele. Oh my god, this run is so goddamn good. So this is what it's like to be a god. Oh, hi. And he's dead. It's enough to bring a tear to your eye. Now, are there items we want to scrap? I mean, there's 2 at least. Hey, Busting Fungus. I don't think there's anything else that I'm immediately like, I care about this item no longer being in my inventory. Everything else, I'm like, this is fine. And it has like a purpose of some kind in my inventory. Even shit like the War Banner or the crystals, which we're not using often, but like occasionally the crystals are going to come into... Like when we're dealing with the golems, with Golem boss, we're going to wish we had those. Okay, right, there's Left and Daisy. We got 3 of them, means we got 3 big bursts of healing throughout the thing. It means that there's 3 chances for it to actually be useful throughout a boss fight. I'll take my chances then. Alright. Oh my god. And how many Topaz Brooches do we have? Just the 2 still? Yeah, okay, cool. We could go to the Golden Shore. Who wants to go to the Golden Shore, everybody? I don't really want any blue items. Okay, we can go to the Golden Shore now. Which means that Aurelian Knight is on my list. My list of the hit variety. Okay, War Banner, no problem. This is how you get a broken run without having to rely on the Spinal Tonic. Jeez, run. Okay. Now here's the real $1 million question. Whoa. Where in the world is the exit? There it is. It's up there. Because of course it's up there. Zoo! That's a lot of missiles. Okay, and our first band, if we really want to trade for it, I actually don't. I don't think we need it. Stone Titans, this is why we have crystals, baby. Killing these folks as quickly as possible means that we don't have to worry about as many laser beams, which means that we can just work on, you know, having fun and killing everything. That was an easy boss. Now we got even more missiles that do even more damage. It's starting to get to a point now where the missiles themselves do enough damage to make anybody scared. Now, I'm beginning to realize I could scrap and then trade for a bajillion of these brands. What would I scrap them? Left and Daisy, probably. The Chronobubble's not likely. The Rose Bucklers I could probably stand to remove. I could see me removing those from existence and being relatively happy about it. That's going to have to wait. Once we're done with this teleporter, I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording. Once I pause the recording, I will think on it. Wee money! So much money! This one's going infinite. Like, I'm going to be recording this. Oh no, days from now, please. Ow, my limbs. Get me out of here. so long as I swap in and out of this, like, once every couple of seconds, we can just also just do lightning bolts once in a while. To the Golden Shore, then. Yes, I know I could have scrapped and gotten a bunch of bands. It's fine. I had 14 seconds left to choose. Look, we're going to pause. I'm going to take a break because this has been a long run already. Hold on, actually. Now I'm going to pause because it's been a long run already. See you guys when I get back. Alright, well, it's been 12 hours since I paused this thing, pretty much. Welcome back, me. We're on the Golden Shore, so I'm just going to run. I'm going to run and see what happens. I don't need to, like, actually push anything. Oh, geez. Am I living? We're alive. Okay, great. Am I killing everything? Yup. Okay, great. Awesome. Cool. Alright, yeah, we're still, like, really good. No monster is going to kill me. To quote the YouTube video I just watched for the first time, if anybody's going to kill me, it's going to be me. I'm going to kill... I'm going to end this bitch. Did I do a good job, huh? Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, you did really great.
Yay! I quoted it, I'm going to sink this bitch. Yeah, I did. I tried. I don't think I did a very good job. Alright, so what we need to do, like the last time we were here... we're going to need to awaken Aurelianite and make her vulnerable. Oh, jeez. That was almost very bad. Oh, she can take damage. Oh, we're about to take damage. Run. Go as hog wild will allow you. That's the end of it. Alright, and Aurelianite's super dead. Which means we get to walk out of here with the Halcyon Seed. And, yeah, we're in a fantastic spot. This is the world's easiest run. Groovy. I like it. There's a couple little chests that you can find around on the Golden Shore, but it's not going to be worth all that much. Oh, good. Gasoline. What a time to be alive. Okay. Well, with that under my belt, it is time to end this thing. I've had all day to think about this run and dream about it and, like, fantasize about what it would be like to just win, you know, the game so hard that the game doesn't even want me to come back. Like, it developed sentience specifically to deal with my bullshit. That's currently where we're sitting right now. Where's the, where's our friend? We have a friend, usually, who likes to pop up at this point. A very specific friend. The scavenger friend. Where is he? That's my current, like... Oh, yeah, there's an overloading worm. That immediately took precedence. I was wrong to think anything else. Other than, hey, is there an overloading worm? If yes, then please kill first. That's usually the problem. Now, the good news is that we have such a disgustingly strong run, because critical hits... Oh my god. Because critical hits are based off of, you know, a proc chance that we get 2 extra chances to roll in the positive, which means that we're effectively critting almost 100% of the time. And we don't even have the crit glasses to make that a thing yet. We have 3 31% chances to crit things. Once. Like, we don't have, like, 3 separate chances to crit and then we can all stack or whatever, but, you know, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna weaponize my bad luck here as much as I possibly can, although I don't think there's much, how much money are you gonna take from me, game? Jesus Christ, that was quite a lot of money you took from me. Not that it matters. Okay, barbed wire's fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna obliterate on this run. As much as I'd like to be able to take on Mithrix, I simply don't have the time. I have the patience, but I don't have the time. So we're gonna go ahead and actually get that done. Oh good, Void Reavers, my other favorite. And there's another overloading worm. It's a bit much, game. Just a touch much. Okay, Monster Tooth is fine. I'm actually going to bounce over this way. We should see a magma worm any second now. It's going to be really bad if we get stuck there, so let's leave. Oh, good. And there's a Malachite guy around here. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh, my shins. Never mind. My shins are fine. Not sure why, but I'll take it. Okay, and busting fungus is, like, really not even worth looking at, so I'm going to just avoid it. I mean, I'm not going to, like, purposefully avoid it, but the fact that I missed it does not scare me. That's another busting fungus? They're going to give me 2 fungi? Game. I don't mean to be rude here. That is maybe a bit much. Okay. Let's make it abundantly clear, though. The run is still insane. The amount of bleed I can put out on a character in, like, no time at all, and, like, really not worry about the amount of damage I'm taking is a little bit nuts. Also, have you guys seen the sheer number of missiles I'm shooting? Okay. Run is demented. Hello, Run. Why are you so strange? I don't know. I was born this way. I was made to be an absolute god. There you go. Now, I've said that a lot of times, so at this point it's probably making people tired. Look, I get it. That's kind of where this game gets its finale from. Eventually, you're like, you know what? I've done well, but this is how I know for a fact that I never really want to live forever. Like, imagine if this is what it was like to live forever. You're just like, man, I could see the entire world eventually. But then at a certain point, you're just like, that's it, huh? I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm trying to get my philosophy in on this one. You know what? Go to the shop again. Why not? It's not going to bother me. Maybe we can get another red item for last. Or, even better, if they actually had access to the Harvester Scythe, I'd be thrilled. Okay, so all we have now are missile drones, because we have more than enough money to spend it all on missile drones. Where the flibbertigibbet is the exit. I can't see blue sparkles anymore. I'm not sure if you noticed, but we are surrounded by them at all times. Balls! No, don't! I can't control you anymore. Okay, we gotta find a high place to be. Also, we have so much money. Boingy. Where on earth is the exit? It's up there. Are you serious? Okay, well, we know where to go at least. That's a good start. Zoo! We should be able to get out of here relatively quickly. Like, I think we've mined this level for everything it's got going for it, really. Oh, what? No! Fine. Don't let me up. See if I care. I care. I actually do care. Please let me out. Okay. Now, do we fight Mithrix immediately? I don't think we've got what it takes. Oh, hell. What kind of a sissy would I be if I didn't at least try, right? Well! Alright, then. And we still have the choice, to be fair. I did hit the, I did hit the way out. You know, I did hit the shop, so we could loop instead and obliterate if we wanted to do that instead, but, like, what an incredible run. Yeah, that's right. Shoot me. See if I care. Where's that magma worm at? Magma worm? You get back here right now. Thank you. Him roasted and our ability to, like, shoot again kind of reinstated. I'm down. That's all that this game is doing right now. I just hold left click and machine gun goes burr. That's multi in a nutshell. Eventually this is what the nail gun does, and it's kind of amazing. Oh, and also we have Aurelionite kind of doing stuff as well. And we got like unlimited stun grenades if we really want them. Oh, they are all so dead. Okay, time for the fire guy to fight it. Yeah, we got everything back. Like, I'd be very silly not to go. Right? That's what we're learning? Hold on. What's that? Is that a scavenger? No, that's a Void Reaver. Nobody cares. If it was a scavenger, I might have cared, but... No dice. Alright, come on, Rally Knight. Oh, there's a death mark up here. I didn't even notice that thing. Hello. So, do we go to the shop? Yeah. As much as I'd like to say yes, and let's keep this run going, I don't have the time in the world to do that. We have to fight Mithrix, and he's probably just going to immediately kill us. Like, I know how I play with multi. I'm not going to be fast enough to get through that. We have the power. We do not have the mobility. Still. Out of all the ways to get to this boss, this is definitely one of the more fun ones. You know, maybe Soup Island has something really cool for us. Now, I imagine that this will still be relatively easy to work through. Our issue is not dealing with chaff. My issue is that dealing with Mithrix is going to be difficult because that dude is just going to hit us extremely hard, and we only have 5 teddy bears out of, like, the 9 I'd like to have. Still. Very cool. I enjoyed that a great deal. It's worth mentioning that when you got 3 voodoo dolls just constantly flipping out there, doing their thing, your lightning comes off cooldown real fast. If you just do like a quick there and back again, you know? And you're toast. Yeah, it works. Just make sure you get those voodoo dolls out where you can. There you go. Once that next one comes out, we'll go ahead and swap over to lightning bolt. There we go. Yeah, okay, I think I know where our damage comes from. If we want to be durable, we stay on voodoo dolls. But if we want to flick into a little bit of extra burst, get that lightning bolt out there, and suddenly, you know, Bob's your uncle. The world's your oyster. How many other sayings are there like that? It's just like, the X is your blank. The Bob is your uncle. The world is your oyster. Ow. I was about to say, if that was Sundered Armor, I would have probably traded for it. The one thing that we really don't have access to at all, really, are the armbands. Like, we're never going to get them, apparently. That is just the end of that. So, it is what it is. That's fine, I think. I don't think there's another way out of it other than to eat it on the shins. 3, 2, fun. Shin time. Yep. Ow. Hello, you. Time to get roasted. With I don't know how many stacks of blood I just applied to you. Bleed, I think is the better term for this. Also, music. Alright, Mithrix. You son of a gun. He only needs one good hit to kill us. But while he's getting that hit set up, we can go ahead and put in some very real damage on him. Alright, I made him mad. I was a little scared there. I wasn't sure if I was far enough away. We're doing the damage, though. Like, we've got what it takes to do the damage. Nope. Not today. You save that, you save the drive away to get out of the way of that attack. That's a fact. Got him? Phase 1. Okay, big deal. Getting phase 1 down means that we can get to a phase 3. easily, and that we can get through a phase 3 as well, so long as we don't play like complete morons. Okay, now there's so many of these baddies, and there's a lot of damage that they can do, that we're going to go ahead and stay on this mode, nail gun mode, just to stay as tanky as possible. Now, we aren't dealing no damage, obviously not, so this is still a very sound decision, I think. Jeez, that was fast. Now for phase 3. Not the hardest phase, though, or the hardest phase is going to be dealing with this nonsense when he's got all of our items. Ow. I really wish you wouldn't. Oh god, I didn't have my cooldown ready for that. Yeah, I made him mad. That's probably okay, just don't get stuck in the blue lines. These are gonna spawn eventually. Yikes, okay, that was my soul that flashed before my eyes. And it told me I made a mistake. Oh god, I made mistakes. Mistakes have been made. Okay, mistakes were made, I'm still alive, just barely. Okay, I have enough life. Still have to go on him a little bit. Okay, you just had to show up right there and then, huh? Get my way. I don't like you, nobody likes you. Yikes! Okay, he's back up in the air. Maybe zapping for damage? Oh god. We got him! Time to run. Time to run. This is where he takes all of our items. Now I'm gonna try to get down as many voodoo dolls as I can. Oh, are you done your hot chocolate? Oh, okay, then it's my hot chocolate. Okay, we're gonna go over to long range. Oh good, I got busting fungus. That's actually pretty solid. Just don't get hit by those things. You will die instantaneously. Stay away from him. Poke your head out. Blast him a couple times. Nice and slow. Oh, good. Thanks for the white... Lame. Okay, Leeching Seed is good. Fuel Cell's good. So is Gore's Tome. Fine. Like, Gore's Tome doesn't do anything for us anymore, but, like, you know, at least we're going to places. Run away. Yes, it looks like he's not taking any damage, and that's absolutely true. But we are eventually going to get our items back from him. And when we do, I swear, dude's dead. Oh, and Kuma's opinion! Now, does this work? I'm actually going to stand still and find out. Sadly not. I was hoping that the Nkuna's opinions would actually come out and like smash him in the face. Don't get greedy. Ah, thanks for the fresh meat, my son. What I could really use right now is the Gesture of the Drowned that I know you have. Okay, Infusion's fine too. Like, it's a lot of HP. I appreciate that. Ow. Leave me alone. Oh, you've got my meat shield and everything too, so my drones are actually a liability? Thanks for the barbed wire. Appreciated. Just give me my med pack someday, and we'll start talking, okay? Now that's a little bit more interesting. Now if you start giving me soulbound catalysts, we're really talking? Game, please. Like, the man's not taking any damage. I know he deals himself damage at some point in this fight. Oh baby. There we go. Oh, those are my missiles now? Oh, okay, son, you're in trouble. And you're starting to deal yourself damage? Thanks for those. Here, you come out and help me, please. Whoa, something hit. Oh, okay, man is super dead. We're back on track. Why am I so strong all of a sudden? Do I have to kill you twice? Oh, I had to kill you twice because you had my Dio. That's hilarious. I got to kill you twice. You son of a bitch. And you gave me a moon coin, no less. Goodbye. Oh, fade away forever, you gigantic pain in my bum. Alright. I was going to move on. So this should be a relatively easy escape. Especially because we have access to... Whoa! I was going to say, like, an almost infinite number of, Okay, well, this is going to suck. My limbs. My poor shins. Oh, we're alive. Nice. Excuse me for a moment. You heard of our Lord and Savior, minigun plus mini missile gun? Like, I'm sorry. This has not been a good episode. It's not been a bad episode because of the, you know, because of the run. The run's been fan-flippin-tastic. The issue, I feel, is that my commentary has been kind of, oh god, my HP. Shit was the word I was about to use. Please heal me. Dear God. Wait! No! Do not go inside that purple circle. Holy crap, I almost got the entire run ended because of a stupid... The world's dumbest decision on my part. Okay. Up we get. Toss that out. Hey there, big guy. It's probably not even worth killing you, but I feel like holding down left click for a couple of seconds. Ow. My limbs. Okay, you know what? There's like a little bump in the ground there. MUL-T can't like ride over it in his little go-kart mode. That makes me sad. 500 meters left and then the run's over. This has been a stellar run. I did not think that we were actually going to sit down, play MUL-T, and then beat him in one go. I mean, admittedly, I didn't beat him in one go. I beat him in effectively 2 sittings. Long run. The run's been fantastic. It's just that I feel like my commentary has been kind of bad, and I apologize for that. But man, this run was insane. And like, just, oh, so good. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. If you did, let me know. There's one character left before we've met the whole crew, which is exciting for me because that means that the slate's clean. Either I can start a new series or we can keep playing Risk of Rain. That's kind of up to you folks. What do we want to do? Do we want to keep playing Risk of Rain 2? Do we want to watch something else? You have until the end of the Mercenary run to kind of figure that one out. Leave a comment and let me know what you guys are thinking, because I got other games I can play, and other games I want to play. I mean, Slime Rancher's adorable. It's on my list. Divine Cybermancy. It's popped up. It's a Half-Life 2 based kind of like game, mod thing. Anyway, it's up to you folks. Let me know. And so it left, ready to recharge. You know what? So am I. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you did, let me know. Hit the subscribe button, bell for notifications when these videos go live. If you made it this far in the video, you probably liked it, so leave a like as well. Take it easy. We got Mercenary next, and that's going to be the last of it. Unless you guys want more. So leave a comment, too. Bye.